The first money guide I made in this game was about a spot just west of Blackwater, which is still a perfectly good way to obtain money. I showed you how to make upwards of 60 bucks each 15 minutes. There is a big problem at the moment though with people disconnecting, cause the game is in beta at least. I hope that's the case. When that happens, or when your horse dies or whatever, you lose all the pelts you carried so far. So in this guide, I'll be focusing on another spot, which also gives you items which are worth a lot, and you keep these items after you might disconnect. The method I'm going to show you in this video is for roughly 70 bucks every 15 minutes. Head down east to Saint-Denis. From Saint-Denis, ride north. This area is the hunting ground, which is conveniently close to the butcher and also has loads of open ground. You'll need a varmint rifle and a bow or repeater. If you do not have the varmint rifle yet, a repeater will do just fine as well. It just goes a bit slower. The trick here is to find as many birds as you can. There's a wide variety of birds flying around: ravens, pelicans, herons, hawks, vultures and many more. Do go here during daytime though. At nighttime you won't find much in the sky except for bats and the odd owl. So amongst these birds are a couple of bangers. For instance, the lumen bird, hawks and herons can get you in between the $1 and $1.50 per feather. Now if you get a kill, you get flight feathers and feathers which are specific for the animal. For instance, heron feathers for the heron, hawk for the hawk, and some meat of course. If you get a 1-star kill, that means you'll only get one of each of the feathers the animal provides. If you get a 2-star kill, 2 of each of the feathers, and 3 obviously 3 of each feather. That means kill 1 heron 3-star and you've earned $4.50 for the animal specific feathers alone. Now for this technique to work properly and to make the most amount of money, go hunting for roughly 15 minutes and then sell. I explained this in my previous video, but just to recap, there are stacks of items which you can carry. You can only carry 10 feathers of each animal. And there are roughly 6 to 7 birds out there that drop feathers. So if you keep hunting for more than 15 minutes, it is very likely you won't harvest certain feathers or certain animal parts because you're maxed out on the stacks. So instead of keeping track of which animal to hunt or which animal not to hunt, after 15 minutes just go back to the butcher, sell everything and have a fresh start. I kinda learned that it's best to switch lobbies after you've sold and restocked on ammo as well. That way you'll make sure that all the animals have respawned. Like I mentioned before in my previous video, it's best to shoot all the birds with a varmint rifle. Sure, it will degrade the skin a little bit, but there's no point trying to shoot arrows into the sky. You have to craft small game arrows and these are very, annoying to craft for starters, and besides that you'll lose them, you have to craft them again, they're pretty scarce, so there's no point. Just get a varmint rifle, shoot at all the birds, doesn't matter if you degrade the pelt somewhat. Another thing that's worth noting, as soon as you kill a bunch of birds, one of 3 kinds of birds will spawn shortly after. It's either a group of ravens, a vulture or a hawk. Hawk or vulture feathers are worth $1.50 as well, so definitely keep your eyes to the sky for those animals as soon as you've killed a load of animals. It can be other birds of prey as well, because I do believe I saw an owl spawning in, and those creatures are worth $1.50 as well for the feathers. If you don't have improved arrows or a rifle yet, it's best to leave the American alligators alone, and as a matter of fact, you shouldn't probably go for them altogether. I've killed one of them, a perfect pelt, brought it back, only made me $4.50, 3 big game meat. It's not worth it at all for the money. However, if you come across normal alligators, which are a lot smaller, they drop skin instead, which you can stack up 5 times on the back of your horse, and 3 pieces of big game meat, if you're lucky with the quality of the animal that is. You can kill them with a repeater or a bow. Snapping turtles are worth taking as well, they hold 3 big game meat. And I guess that's just about it. After you're done hunting, make sure you head back following the train tracks. Do not risk going through town. There is nothing more frustrating than gently bumping into someone and being wanted dead or alive for that. And now, let's see how much I made hunting for just more than 15 minutes. From 218 to 298. Yeah, it's about 80 bucks, and I recommend trying it out yourself. And please let me know how much you made. And remember to subscribe if you want to see more Red Dead Online content and guides like this. Ladies and gentlemen, it's awesome having you here on my channel again. It's always lovely that you spend a few minutes of your day here with me. And with that being said, goodbye.